This is the grade 6 video for the switch plate cover design. In this video, we're going to show you how to create a blank switch plate, realizing that your design may be different. This is just to show you how to design this standard light switch plate cover that you would see on any wall. The first thing we're going to look at in our drawing is our switch plate cover is 4.5 inches by 2.75 inches. So going to OnShape, I'm going to create a sketch. I'm going to create this on my front plane. I'm going to orientate myself. I'm going to come up to my rectangle tool. I'm going to choose a center point rectangle so I can choose the origin point. And again, I'm going to make that rectangle 4.5 inches by 2.75 inches. The next thing that you're going to notice is that is extruded for a standard light switch plate cover, 0.125 inches. As I go out and gain perspective, I can see my light switch plate cover. The next thing I have to do is I have to put my holes in. I'm going to start again from the center of this, and I'm going to do the light switch hole, which I can see is 1 inch by 0.375. Now I know that this is centered, and I created mine at the center point. So I'm going to choose my sketch again. I'm going to place it on the front of my light switch plate cover, not the plane itself. I'm going to go back to my center rectangle tool. I'm going to drag out and make it 0.375 inches by 1 inch. Now, I could have used my corner rectangle tool, but if I did that, I would have to dimension this from the side at 1.1875 and down from the top, I believe that'd be 1.75. So I would have to dimension this rectangle. By choosing the center point rectangle and the origin axis, I can make sure everything is centered without having to dimension it. The next thing we're going to notice is I have a series of holes that I need to put on. So I can do all of this in one sketch. So I'm going to grab my circle tool. I'm going to be on that center axis I can see there, so I know I'm centered in that plane. And I'm going to make the first one 0.1875. So that is the size of the actual screw hole. Now looking at my drawing, I'm going to dimension the center point of this to the center point of the top, and that needs to be 1.0625. So what I can do now is I can grab my second circle. I can again make sure that's lined up with my center point. I'm going to type in 0.1875. You'll notice that it rounds it up to 0.188. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dimension from my center point to my center point, dragging out, and looking at my document, I can see that my holes are 2.375 inches apart. So I'm going to type in 2.375. And now I have a switch plate that will fit any standard light switch outlet in terms of my dimensions. But the problem is I don't have holes yet. So I'm going to click on my extrude button. You're going to notice those three faces of those sketches were selected. Instead of adding, I want to come here and clicking on remove, which will switch the direction, and it will also cut the material instead of add to it. I'm going to hit my green check mark, and now I have a standard light switch plate cover. Now, what we can notice is, in our drawing here, is standard light switch plate covers are chamfered, which means we have a decorative cut edge put on them. I can come up here to my chamfer button. I can select my outer edges. And right now I have a 0.2 inch chamfer, and we'll stick with that. And it gives me that nice decorative look. This again is for a standard light switch plate cover. You are going to create your customized light switch plate cover with your design that matches your design.